pass up to Jordan, please. Zhang. Okay, two little problems. One, a problem of language, the other, a problem of content. Tim? Okay, life lessons might be a little bit too poetic and vague, that's true. However, that's smack dab in the middle of my content problem, so we're probably going to change a lot more than just that. Yeah? There you go, that's the right word. Uses flashback. So I want you to delete that, please. Okay. Cool. Thank you. I have a problem with the effect. To show how Waverly Zhang's mother taught her life lessons during Waverly's childhood. Here's the problem. What's the definition of flashback? What's the definition of flashback? Telling a story out of order, right? So basically it's telling a story out of order. And what does that mean in literary terms? Telling plot events out of order. What is the effect in this particular claim? Melissa? You're giving me content. I want literary technique. We've got flashback as my device. What is my literary technique in my effect? Let me show you what I mean. We have symbol being used to develop character. The crisis of faith is a quality of her character. Okay, symbol to character. We have imagery to character. Let's see. We have narrative perspective to character. That's fine. Quite often with your effects, you're going to be looking at character, theme, some of the same things over and over. Authors just use different techniques. Authors are usually talking about themes and characters. They're talking about people and the way we see each other. So that's fine. What's the effect? Nope. Not entirely clear, but it's a plot event. Waverly's mother teaching her life lessons is a plot event. It's an event that happens in the story. So we have flashback to relate a plot event. In other words, it's relatively redundant. I'm saying she reordered plot events to tell a plot event. You must be reaching outside of the literary device to something else in order to create a claim that has any value. So this is a well-constructed claim, and I think it's pretty clear. But we don't reach from device to effect. There's no difference there, not a significant one. So we could reach to character. We could do that. Anybody have ideas? Jordan, you have an idea for revising your own? You don't even have to phrase it. Just give me a basic indication. Do you think we might go for character, theme? Good. So we're going to talk about Waverly's character. Excellent. Now you're on the right track. Tell me how the flashback to her childhood could tell me about her character. Why is it necessary? Let's take a look at the opening parts of this chapter. Rules of the game. Rules of the game. on page 89. What quality does Waverly have then that we're trying to explain through this flashback? Ryan, were you going to ask another question, or? Oh, okay, go ahead.
I don't know. I was just going to say we could focus on the character, how the life lessons like crafted for as an adult.
What life lessons does she learn, though?
She learns.
Now, keep in mind, she learns it in learning how to deal with her mother, and she learns it in learning how to deal with her opponents at the chess table. What quality has she developed? Wittiness? That implies being funny, as well as being clever. You've got the cleverness there, but it also implies humor. It's clever humor. That's wittiness. You're halfway there.
There's a part where she's like, I don't know the example, but she talks about how when she's playing against this older person, she likes to get her legs back and forth, like she smiles after him and after making her move. And she's like, I don't know, she's like doing this weird thing. It's like she's kind of like manipulating.
Oh, there you go. That was the word I was looking for. Thank you, Abby. She's learning how to be manipulative. She has just learned how to manipulate people. Her opponents, her mother. She learned how if you want something, you don't directly ask for it. If you directly ask for something, you're not going to get it. But if you imply, or you remain quiet, and you manipulate your opponent, you'll get what you want. You've not yet read, well, most of you probably have not yet read the end of the book. I can't stand Waverly. Oh, she's a nasty character. And you might think, why? She seems fine. She's a little kid playing chess. How cute could that be? Yeah, wait. Wait until you see her from other people's perspective. You've seen her through her own perspective. She's one of the characters who's introduced to you kindly through her own story. Wait until you see the way she acts from somebody else's perspective. She is nasty. Exactly. You know, you did see her in Two Kinds being really nasty, right? That's right. You saw her in this book. Wait until later when she deals with Xing Mei even more. She is nasty. She is manipulative. She is backbiting. She is vicious. She is superior and arrogant. She's like a what? Right. She's like a monkey. Although not funny. Not funny at all. Yeah. We're not getting on that again. Lesson to be learned. Shh. Lesson to be learned. In the device to effect relationship, you want difference. You want to make sure that if flashback is a strongly plot-oriented device, you're not looking to a strong just relationship of a plot event in your effect. You're looking for something different from plot. And at this point, her manipulation is very clear. So we might rewrite this to say, let's see, Amy Tan uses flashback to develop Waverly Zhang's manipulative character. It's okay. Good. All right. I like that. I like that a lot better now, and I think that you'll like it a lot better once you start reading more of Waverly. If you were to have read the entire Joy Luck Club right now, you'd say, yeah, that's a really valuable claim. And probably in part of your support, you would make reference to stuff that happens later in the book. Like, at this dinner, Waverly acts this way toward Xing Mei. The reader might see that as sinister and nasty. The flashback is effective at developing an explanation for that manipulative character. Good. The other group, the last group, who's in that? Got a different claim? Do we not have an H group in this class? We're too small. Okay, we don't have an H group. Excellent. Then we're good. Questions? Yeah, Sydney.
On mine was the perspective.
Yeah.
And I was just going to my quote, because we were going to talk about how that Lee's character is like, it gets confused when it changes perspective to the mentally ill part, the voice of the wall thing, like, when she goes, see how narrow this doorway is, like the neck has been strangled all of
What page are you on?
109.
109. We're talking about voice from the wall. Yeah. Okay.
It goes in the kitchen facing toilet room.
Yeah. All your worth is flushed away.
Like, can I use that to, like, sort of say, like, she's mentally ill? Because usually people don't.
Yeah, and here's how I would do it. If you wanted to use her words to display her mental illness, I would say, in describing the room, she questions, see how narrow this doorway is, like a neck that has been strangled. Her use of such a violent simile speaks to her paranoia and her depressive qualities. Does that make sense? So if I pick a simile or a metaphor, Sydney, and I pick one that's really, really nasty,
Yeah.
it's like, that's as sad as a baby dying. You might look at me like, where'd that come from? You've got a problem. So she's talking about a narrow walkway, like a neck being strangled, and she probably says